Hey there, fellow sports fans. It's that exciting time of year when the NBA action is heating up, and we've got some breaking news that's causing ripples throughout the league. Buckle up because we're about to take a deep dive into the James Harden trade saga. And let me tell you, this story is a roller coaster ride you absolutely need to be on. So, let's talk about James Harden's stint with the Philadelphia 76ers. It was nothing short of a whirlwind, and it wasn't just because of his occasional clashes with the team's front office, particularly Daryl Morey. According to insights from ESPN's Ramona Shelburne, wherever Harden went, drama seemed to follow. First off, Harden's relationship with his former coach, Doc Rivers, was far from smooth sailing. These two seemed to have more disagreements than agreements, both on and off the court. One of the standout clashes occurred after a particularly tough loss to the Rockets. In that game, Harden took the final shots during regulation, a move that didn't sit well with Rivers. To resolve their differences, they even sat down for a post-game film session. However, the drama didn't limit itself to the basketball court. There were whispers and rumors about Harden's off-court choices, particularly his penchant for nightlife over team travel during the previous season. This raised questions about his commitment to being a team player. The intrigue reached its peak when Rivers called out Harden during a team meeting for opting to travel separately after losses to the Heat and the Celtics. It was a move that certainly kept things interesting in the locker room. What makes this whole situation even more intriguing is that it was later revealed that the team had actually granted Harden permission to travel separately, adding another layer of complexity to the story. As fate would have it, the Sixers bid farewell to Rivers after a disastrous Game 7 loss to the Celtics in the Eastern Conference semifinals. It became evident that Harden no longer wanted to play under Rivers. However, an even bigger question loomed: how much were the 76ers willing to invest in keeping Harden in Philadelphia? As tensions simmered behind the scenes in Philly, the writing was on the wall when Harden made a surprising move. He chose to exercise his $35.6 million player option and requested a trade before the June 30th deadline. The 76ers were caught off guard by this decision, which appeared to be fueled by Morey's alleged reluctance to engage with Harden's representatives. Now, here comes the juicy part. The drama between James Harden and Daryl Morey reached a boiling point. Sources close to Harden claimed that he felt abandoned and slighted by Morey. And when it comes to Harden, he's known for taking things personally. In July, Morey made a public statement during a radio interview, expressing the 76ers' desire for Harden to stay, mentioning that they would be overjoyed if he rescinded his trade request. However, it soon became clear that Harden had different plans in mind. Just a month later, he publicly labeled Morey a liar during an Adidas event in China, and the basketball world collectively held its breath. This public spat resulted in a massive $100,000 fine imposed on Harden by the NBA, as his comments hinted that he might not fulfill his contract unless he was traded. The National Basketball Players Association, NBPA, even declared its intention to file a grievance on Harden's behalf. As part of the NBA's investigation into the liar comment, Harden reportedly confided in league investigators, explaining that he was referring to a promise Morey had made. Allegedly, Morey had assured Harden that the Sixers would trade him quickly after he had decided to opt into his contract for the 2023-24 season. This revelation added a whole new layer to the already complex narrative, turning it into a messy situation in the world of professional basketball. So, let's get to the burning question that's on everyone's minds right now. Will James Harden be wearing a 76ers jersey when the training camp kicks off at the end of this month? It's evident that these trade negotiations haven't exactly been a smooth ride. The 76ers are holding out for an enticing deal before they even consider parting ways with Harden. Now, turning our attention to the Los Angeles Clippers, they've chosen to play it cool in the James Harden trade sweepstakes. The 76ers have set the bar quite high in terms of their trade demands, and it seems like no one is in any rush to meet those demands. But hey, let's not forget that this is the NBA we're talking about, a league famous for its unexpected twists and surprises. Who knows what might unfold as we edge closer to the trade deadline? Will Harden find a new home, or will he continue to team up with Joel Embiid in their pursuit of championship glory? But wait, there's more. Don't think the story ends here. 3 other teams are eager to throw their hats into the ring for a shot at acquiring Harden. First up, the Chicago Bulls are making waves as they gear up for a potential move for Harden. With the pressure on to secure a playoff run and boasting an already star-studded lineup featuring Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Nikola Vucevic, adding Harden to the mix could be a game-changer for them. Of course, they do face some challenges, including waiting for recent free agent signings to become trade eligible and figuring out what to do with Lonzo Ball's hefty contract. However, they do have some valuable draft picks up their sleeves that could sweeten the deal. Then, we have the Houston Rockets, who have been quietly amassing a treasure trove of draft picks. This makes them a significant player in the James Harden trade discussions. With players like Kevin Porter Jr., Jeff Green, and Jock Landale on relatively short contracts, they have the financial flexibility to engage in substantial trade talks. The Rockets seem poised for a noteworthy move. And here's a curveball for you. The Dallas Mavericks are reportedly considering adding James Harden to their roster. With Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving testing their partnership, the idea of swapping Irving for Harden has gained traction, especially if their chemistry doesn't quite click. In the ever-evolving world of the NBA, Dallas is exploring its options in search of that winning combination. So, there you have it. The James Harden saga has taken the basketball world by storm. From the dramatic scenes in Philly to potential blockbuster trades with the Bulls, Rockets, and Mavericks. It's clear that if these talks gain momentum, the NBA is in for some major shakeups. So, stay tuned, because this season is already shaping up to be one for the history books, and the fate of James Harden hangs in the balance. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more NBA updates, because the countdown to the trade deadline continues, and the basketball world is holding its breath in anticipation of the blockbuster move that could reshape the league.